Hey, what's up, guys? Will the Kill Chope here. This is officially my second day in Korea for my mandatory hotel quarantine. So I'm in a Korean government quarantine facility, which is really just a Ramada hotel. I'm personally staying at the Ramada Wyndham Hotel in Yongin, which is about an hour south of Seoul and even an hour drive from Seoul Incheon Airport. I landed actually on the 29th, but I landed at 5:30 p.m. on the 29th. Had to do the whole process through immigration and everything. I personally came on a 90-day tourist stamp. There's actually very, very few people doing this. So if you want to be a tourist here right now, you got to go through the whole process. One thing I'll quickly say is make sure you have a Korean phone number or have a friend or a contact here that they can call, because you do need a Korean phone number. It doesn't matter if you have an international number or can receive calls from overseas. You need a Korean phone number. And make sure you have a hotel or accommodation or Airbnb or something booked for after your quarantine. But yeah, so I came here from America on a 90-day stamp. I didn't need to board the plane with a COVID test like a lot of other countries around the world are requiring. A lot of places are requiring you to get a COVID test within 72 hours. You don't need that if you're coming to Korea, because they're going to test you your first day when you're here. They don't test you at the airport unless you have a fever or have symptoms already. But if you have no symptoms and you're feeling good, you will get tested your official first day in your quarantine. But because the 29th, I landed at nighttime, and it took literally about 4 or 5 hours for all the immigration and from the shuttle bus from the airport to the hotel. And I arrived at the hotel roughly at 10:30, checked into my room about 10:45 p.m. So that day doesn't count as a quarantine day. The 30th counted as my first official day. I was so tired and jet lagged. That's why I didn't make this video. So I waited until today, which is my second day. And yeah, so it's happy Halloween. It's because it's the October 31st right now. So happy Halloween to everybody. I hope you guys enjoy your Halloween. If there's bars or clubs or something fun open in your area or your country or your city, I hope you guys have fun and have a good time. But yeah, I'll be here watching Netflix tonight, and yeah, quarantine, fun. But all in all, what I really wanted to make this video for is I wanted to give a cost breakdown and explain. Maybe if anybody has questions online, you guys can post your questions in the comments and let me know your questions about it. But basically, the rules are really simple. This hotel room, I have to stay in this hotel room for 14 days. I can only open my hotel room door 4 times per day. I get a meal at 8 a.m., 12 noon for lunch, and 6 p.m. for dinner. And then at 6:30 to 7, I'm allowed to dispose of my trash outside the door. So literally, only those 4 times are you allowed to actually open your door. I can't use the hotel facilities, can't use a gym or pool or nothing like that. I have to literally stay in this room. I'll give you guys a room tour later, so keep watching. But yeah, it's a decent hotel room. I would say, yeah, it's a Ramada hotel. I saw online before I came some other people doing their quarantine at the Ramada in Gimpo, and I think a Grand Hyatt. A couple people got put in a Grand Hyatt in a couple places, but I'm personally at the Ramada Hotel at Yongin, Ramada Wyndham Hotel in Yongin. Like I said, it's an hour south of Seoul. But yeah, one thing also you should know that you don't get to pick which hotel you go to. It really is random. It's luck of the draw. And I read online a lot of things about people were talking about costs. People were saying it could be $1,200 to $2,000. The Korean government website was telling me it could be 1.4 million Korean won to 2.1 million Korean won, which is roughly $1,300 to $2,000 if you're converting it. But it's nice if you have cash. They do accept card as well. And also if you have an agent here in Korea that's paying for your quarantine, you can go through that as well. So there are 3 options to pay: either your agent, your card, or cash. So I paid cash. I actually paid 1.6 million won, which is I paid roughly $1,500 US, which is much better than $2,000, because I was freaking out a little bit because I'm definitely on a budget. I came here originally just so I can, well, I wanted to get out of America. I've been living overseas for the last 10 years, but when COVID hit earlier this year in March, I got forced to go back to America, and I was stuck there from May until October. So I was stuck there a little over 5 months. It was kind of rough, but yeah, I just wanted to get out of America and get back here. My family and my kids are in Thailand, so I wanted to be in Korea, be closer. I can't fly to Thailand right now. There's just so many rules and restrictions and craziness right now because the border in Thailand is still closed. So I figured, why not come to Korea? There's really good mixed martial arts training and boxing training. For those you don't know, I fight professionally, and it's really good because I got a fight booked for November 14th, which is plus good and bad because as soon as I get out of quarantine, I'll get out of quarantine on November 12th. I'll have to go to Cheongju in Cheongju, South Korea, and the fight's in Cheongju. I'll have to do my weigh-ins on the 13th, and I'll fight on the 14th. I'm in still pretty good shape right now, but it does suck that I'm going to be training for 2 weeks on my own in my hotel room doing like body weight circuits, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. But yeah, it's nice when you have your coach and other training partners to help you get ready. So that kind of that personally kind of sucks, but I'm up for the challenge and I'm down to do it. And I know as soon as I get out of quarantine, I got a fight, and I know I'm going to get paid. So that's always a plus. So yeah, there is that, and then after my fight in Cheongju, I plan to go to Busan, and I'll be training in Busan maybe for 2 months, 2.5 months, 3 months. And I do know I can extend my tourist visa for, I believe, 30 days, so I can stay in Korea for 3 to 4 months. But and I'm hoping by that time, by January, by New Year's, Thailand will be open by then. If it's not open and there's no other country nearby open, I do realize I'm probably going to have to go back to America. But like I said, I'm waiting because things are changing literally every week in the world with COVID. I'm hoping after the U.S. election, things kind of chill out, or if there's a vaccine coming soon or not, or I don't know. So cross some fingers. But yeah, everything was really, really easy when I arrived at the airport. Everything, you can be. There was this one other. So there's only 5 tourists on my flight, so me included, that were going to go through the process, get the 90-day stamp, that weren't either returning citizens or had work visas or long-term visas, and they were doing exactly what I was doing. There's not very many tourists coming right now to Korea because of the mandatory quarantine and because of COVID all around the world. But there was one guy, he was like 6 years old. I guess his family's in China, and he was similar thing. He was stuck in America for a while, and he decided to come to Korea. He had no Korean phone number, no Korean friends to contact. He had no address of where he was going to stay. He had to do a hotel booking while he was going through all the thing. So he was very, very unprepared, and it was kind of funny. I was definitely kind of amused by it, considering. And so make sure you do your research if you're going to come to Korea, and make sure you are prepared so you're not like that guy. But even that guy who was kind of, I don't know, a polite way to call him a retard, but or a polite way to say him being stupid or silly, but he was just, at the end of the day, he was just really unprepared. But even him being unprepared, all the staff were super nice, and he got everything done. And I ended up seeing him like about an hour later at the little waiting station of the airport when we were waiting for our shuttle to go to the airport, or to go to the quarantine hotel. So even if you're ill prepared, the staff will help you and at the airport, and they'll do everything they can to get you through it. So don't feel stressed out about that. It's cool because the shuttle from the airport to the hotel is free. It's all included into this whole quarantine cost. Like I said, I paid $1,500, which was a huge relief because I really didn't want to pay $2,000, especially considering I watched a bunch of other people's videos and considering it's all roughly the same. But yeah, that's pretty much it so far. You guys can ask me whatever questions you want if you want me to talk about, and I'll be definitely trying to be posting more videos. You guys can answer me or ask me questions in the comments, and I'll definitely respond. And if I get any good ideas, I'll make another video as well. I'll give you guys a quick little room tour and show you how it is. Yeah, like I said, it's a pretty chill hotel. So let me show you guys. Oh. So literally, we pick up our food outside the door 3 times a day, and I can only open that door 4 times per day. 3 times for my food from when it's mealtime, and 1 time in the evening to dispose of my trash. And I will say that we got like these little orange bags with our spray. So when I put the trash in, I have to put this disinfectant spray with disinfectant spray, and then tie it up and then put it out the door. Super chill bathroom, nice. Got a Japanese toilet, so I can't complain about that. Shower, everything's chill. Got a little station here. We got a little mini fridge. I don't have a microwave. I did see that other people had microwaves. I didn't get one, so that kind of sucks. And also, I saw other people got really nice care packages and little packages when they first entered. I got a very, very small one, so I only have 1 thing of noodles and a few snacks they gave me, and that was pretty much it. So another thing is, if you are going to come, make sure you pack a bunch of snacks and a bunch of food, because it's definitely needed for these 14 days. Yeah, chill room. Got the TV. I just put the single bed. I just use the small little single bed. They had a better queen size bed, but I wanted to put it up so I had more room, especially so I can work out right here and yeah, do my own little circuit. So at least I have a little bit extra room. I did put this bed, the smaller bed, up first, but I felt like it wasn't enough room, so I just put the bigger bed up. And then yeah, just got my little station. I got a decent view though. Probably can't see because of the glare, but it's a decent little view. Can't complain. It is literally like a luxury jail, but yeah, the food is so. You do have 3 options for your food. You can choose halal, so if you're Muslim or even Muslim or kosher, you can choose that, or vegetarian. It's not vegan, so a lot of people I saw in other comments, other videos, asking if they serve and cater to vegans. I think if you call them, they can make a little bit exception, but it's vegetarian food, which for people who are vegans, they know the difference. And then there's normal. I just chose normal because I ate anything. So, but the food isn't the greatest, guys. There's some random like little kid in the kitchen, so and he just throws random shit together that just doesn't go together. Like for example, last night for dinner I had for lunch. Sorry, at lunch I had spaghetti with a really shitty sauce. I had 2 buns that were dry as hell. Then there was like 4 or 5 slices of jalapeno that were like pickled jalapeno, and I had like 4 or 5 slices of pickles, and I had some kimchi. So like none of it went together. And then there was like this little soup that just, it came like lukewarm. It wasn't even it was so random. I'm a little bit upset. I was actually making fun of people on other videos because I saw pictures of their food and it looked awesome and they were complaining about it. But the food so far has been pretty bad. Granted, it's only my 2nd day. It's morning now. I should get my breakfast. I'm going to check. Should be there. But, yes. So, your food all comes in like this. Breakfast wasn't bad yesterday. That was so-so. But, the other meals were pretty terrible. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm going to check out and, checking out of this video, and just let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments, and yeah, just let me know. Cheers and chat soon, guys. Thanks.